Hello, welcome to In the Red Corner. For anybody who's here, can see somebody is already in chat. Thank you. I'll just get a minute or so just to see if anybody else jumps in. I hope it sounds all right. I think it will be. With a bit of luck. A big shout out to me sponsors. Barnsley, Chalky White from Twitter on that as well. I just can't thank him enough. He's brilliant, is that laddie. Supports channel. Hey up, Chalky. You right, pal? Yeah, just a big thanks to you, mate, for supporting channel. I don't expect you to. You've no need to. But when you do, it all goes back in channel. I can only thank you for doing that. Sure, as well as Oakwell Sandwich, Barnsley Sport, Chalky is part of In the Red Corner family and supporter. So again, thanks for doing that, pal. Like I say, much appreciated. And like I say, you don't have to do it. Even just sharing channel is a fantastic help. And like I say, I can only thank you. It's amazing. Thank you. So yeah, I just thought I'd touch on Portsmouth game. I'll be honest, I only saw highlights because I didn't go. But yeah, it's to be honest, it sounded like we played all right. If I'm honest, 3-2, took lead. I didn't expect that. I must admit, especially with lineup. Let me just have a look at lineup as well, because my memory is absolute crap. Let's have a look here. So obviously Roberts in goal. In fact, I'll go through what I saw on highlights. I can only, like I said, just tell you what I saw on highlights and also on commentary. Liam Roberts sounds like, I don't know. I don't think Roberts is as good as he first was when he came on loan to us from Middlesbrough. Again, I don't know what's happening there, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. Williams at back, which I must admit, like I said other week, I prefer Williams at centre back compared to putting McCart there. For me, McCart's just way too slow, and I think it's best for a bad option to put Williams there at back. I don't like him at back, but I think him or McCart, I'd put Williams there. To be honest, I think I'd put Toby Tyke in defence than McCart. I mean, I don't want to disrespect him or anything, but I don't think he's good enough, if I'm honest. He gives me an heart attack every time, and yeah, just way too slow for me. I mean, you can see why Rotherham got rid. That obviously tells you something. De Givney, yeah, well, a little bit on thin ice, wasn't he? I think that's what affected him in latter stages of the game. Earl, not quite sure how Earl played, according to commentary, but it's I did think we were going to get an absolute pasting down there against Portsmouth, but we didn't. Like I say, it looks like we held his own and yeah, get him a game. It's just a shame we couldn't have done that for most of our away games, but I said before game on one of the videos, it's typical Barnsley. You'll go down to somebody like Portsmouth, who's obviously ended up as champions, and let's be honest, rightly so, because when they were at Oakwell, I thought they were brilliant. Probably, well, they are best side in league, that's why they've won league, but just typical Barnsley to go to their place and game a game. And yeah, I said that before, it wouldn't have surprised me. Great game, 100%. Just cannot understand why the performances, hunger team cohesion against Pompey cannot be mirrored every week. Yeah, it goes to consistency, doesn't it? End of the day, that's probably why we're in League One and why the League One players. I mean, you could, if you're being very picky, I suppose, a little bit harsh, you could say, either putting them sends it shop window a little bit to show what they can do against best team in league. There might have been a bit of that. But it's just typical. But I've seen it throughout years, and we all have, haven't we? Where we go to teams where we don't expect to get out, and we've come away. Yeah, we didn't embarrass us. Sens, we like I said, it does sends a good account to us. Sens that Grant. I'll be honest. I don't think I hardly heard his name on on commentary, so I'm not sure what happened there. Again, is he ready to step up in League One? Obviously from NK Dons, isn't he? I don't know. A bit of a strange signing, even on loan. So I'm not quite sure what's going. Good evening, guys. I up Pabs. Only negative from Pompey game for me, other than result, was why he's made that substitute and changed it back to 3 hours. Pabs. Again, I said other day on one of my videos, he does put substitutes on, not only at weird times, but they're just weird anyway. When McCart came on, I think he was at fault for the goal, wasn't he? But yeah, I think Collins has got to take quite a lot of blame for that. And also player, let's not forget player. Can't sub change, it looked terrific. Yeah, Carter sub. Yeah, so yeah, Carter sub changed it. Looked to it. Yeah, I agree, Paul. Like I say, I'm sure he's a nice lad and stuff, McCart. But for me, I really hope we don't sign him permanent to end of season. I'm sure we could do better, regardless what league we're in. He's not a championship player. He'd get rings run around him. Well, it does now, to be fair, in League One. Terrible decision, ended up costing us game. Yeah, like I say, apart from that, I thought team did, all they could. I thought we deserved a point at least, if I'm honest. But, like I said, that's why Portsmouth's at top. They'll take the chances, which obviously, we have been doing, and that's been shown in recent weeks. But yeah, going back to that Grant, like I said, strange signing. Whether we get him full time or not in summer, I'll be honest, I'm half expecting it. I don't think he needs to season, and when they get back into training for pre-season, they need to work on him. Kane, looking at this website, they've given him quite a low rating, so I'm not quite sure how he played. Like I said, I did see game and just saw highlights and listened to commentary. Neil Collins subs are shocking, a massive learning curve, or is he not listening? Advice from Devaney, who knows the league. Well, really, Collins should not league. Really, if I'm honest, Chalky. Yeah, he's come over from America, hasn't he? Tampa Bay Rowdies, but let's not forget he used to play over here. He played for Sheffield, didn't he? And Leeds, for it. So in those league, I don't know. It's just making. I personally think he's making mistakes with his subs and also his tactics. But then again, he can only work with what he's got, can't he? He could put Pep in charge, and he's only got same players to work with. Hence the bloke. Just don't think is our answer. A lot of people has been saying that. I think, if I'm honest, I think Maddie's got that way of thinking. Me personally, I said to Maddie the other day, I personally think he will still be there for next season. I honestly do. If he is, they need to back him. It's as simple as that. Whether we're still in League One or by some sort of miracle we get through playoffs, but they need to back him. Whoever is manager, it's just going to be same old. And I've always said it's not Collins' fault 100%. It is a majority of it, in my opinion, but it's not all his fault. I think it goes a lot deeper. Obviously, players has got to take some responsibility when we're not playing well. And let's be right, it's recruitment as well, isn't it? But yeah, I'm not expecting him to go in summer, if I'm honest. Probably if we don't get it playoffs at all, then yeah, probably he needs to go. But I think if we get it playoffs and we don't even get through them, then I do still think he's going to be there. Grant played reasonably well, considering opposition and compared to Russell. All right, okay. I just didn't hear him much on commentary when I was listening to Radio Sheffield. That might have just been me because I was doing other stuff as well while I was listening. I mean, yeah, again, Russell as well. I think he had one good game up to now, and you need a lot more than that in league. Again, is he answer to take club forward? Possibly not. No. It's going to be a complete rebuild, isn't it? Let's be right at the end of the season. Obviously, McAtee were up front because he scored along with Cole. Glad Cole scored. Also glad McAtee scored as well. But again, like I say, consistency. But to be honest, it don't matter who is in the course. It's a board that's making the signings. Yeah, that's what I mean. And decisions. What's the point of having a manager if he can't get players that he wants? Yeah, like I said before, I'm old school me. I know football's changed, but to me, if you're head coach or manager, you should have an input on what players you're wanting and you don't want. I mean, like I said, going back when Alan Clark was manager, he wouldn't have took any of this now in modern football. Absolutely no chance. Don't know what's happened to Canol with injuries, and Benson needs to go now. Can't remember him playing constantly, but came in with high praise, but I've not seen it. Yeah, Paul, good point. I do think they should think about offloading Benson because he's very, very. But he even consider releasing him or whatever, because having a player that's constantly injured, he gets back, comes into the side, then he gets injured in training. It's like he's made out of glass, and no club can carry players like that. It always seems to get injured, doesn't it? Or that's what they say anyway at club, whether it's illness or, you know, some sort of health problem. I don't know, but there's something not right there. We've let players go out on loan who could have done better than most. Yeah. I mean, I was surprised when we let Lapata go. I wasn't too surprised about letting Shepherd go out on loan, because I think that's what we got him for anyway, just to build him up and develop him. But yeah, I'm surprised about Wapata. What too bothered about Shaw and Dallas going out, if I'm honest. Again, two strange signings, especially Ollie Shaw. Whoever's picking up these players, I don't know where they're getting them from. I don't know. Are they getting them from Sensible World of Soccer or something, Commodore Amiga? I don't know. I don't know where they're finding these players. But yeah, Blackpool on Saturday, obviously. I don't know what you all think, but I don't think we're going to get out there. Just let me know in comments. I'll just see if a few comments comes in. I'll stop rambling for a couple of seconds, but I don't think we'll get out at Blackpool, if I'm totally honest, because they need to go for a win to stand any chance of taking us into playoffs. And I think if we play like last night, I think we get a win. All right, okay, fair enough, Sean. Yeah, good point. I just want to play. I think they'll be at it from minute one, and I think they'll cause us quite a bit of problems. The big problem is the board have no ambition to win and being successful. They're simply more interested in making a profit from players. That's it. They're running it as a business rather than a football club. Yeah, I mean, I can see it from their side of things, if I'm honest. I don't think they're getting balance right, if I'm honest. Board, who's running our club. But yeah, it's finding a balance. And like I said, I can see both sides of things with Board as a business and, you know, trying to keep club afloat. But, you know, you've got to have some sort of ambition. You can't just keep trying to get players in from lower leagues and open some sticks and or go abroad or whatever. You know, put a bit of ambition. This again, I've said this before. It's different clubs, different ambitions. Derbies, your Boltons, they want to go up. And yeah, I know Bolton. I don't think they can sign like free agents and whatnot, and that's not going to, you know, be cheap on the wages. And Bolton as well, they're wanting to go up. Where I think we're just hoping. It's like, I don't know. It's like promotion's like a second thing. As long as we stay afloat and make a good history, I think we, you know, I think they're happy, and promotion will just be an added bonus. It's different ambitions for different clubs, and it's so frustrating. Like, just get some ambition into club. It's a mix. We need to forget this age limit. Yeah, we do. I think that's probably, again, I don't like going over old stuff, but when we got Duff, people expected Alfie May coming in. That's probably why we didn't get Alfie May. Seeing Shaw in action, needed to buy the midfielder with him at the time. Just need to buy the midfielder. They just work well together. 20 plus goals that season. Right, okay. I'm going for a 2-1. 2-0 to the Reds. If he puts the same team out from Pompey game, Neil Collins' selection was spot on. So why change the balance? Yeah, agree. Why should he change it? Like I said, we get a good showing at Portsmouth. barring a few injuries or niggles that we don't know about, why should he change it? I must admit, I thought Jallo a little bit hard done by not to get a start after he came on other week as a sub. But yeah, I'd probably keep it same for Blackpool, like I said, barring any injuries. Again, going on to playoffs as well. I predicted it for a few weeks now. It's going to go to the last game, I think. I think it's going to be a very, very nervous game, last home game against Northampton, because I think it'll go to that, and we'll be looking at results elsewhere. I honestly do. I've had that feeling for ages, and it looks like that's what's going to happen. Northampton not a given game either, but confidence between fans is like, yeah, I agree, Paul. Northampton is going to be one of them weird games where they'll just be playing freely, and that's always a dangerous team to play against. I do think there's going to be an atmosphere there, and not in a good way if things start to go wrong. But I don't think it's going to go to that last game. I really do. All right, you took your message off, Chalky. Sorry, pal. But yeah, let me know what you think. I think, like I say, I think Northampton game at home, that's going to be a massive game, because I think it's going to go down to YME. And it's weird, isn't it? We shouldn't have been in this position, really. We've just hit self-destruct button, haven't we? We always do it hardest way, though, don't we? Hopefully, Cole has his scoring boots back on now. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope he's on fire at Blackpool, knocks a few goals in. I don't want it to be so nervous on last game of the season. It's not going to be a nice atmosphere, that. 2-1 to us, McCart in the stands, please. Yeah, it would be good, that, wouldn't it? But again, and I mean this seriously, I just Collins don't think, Blackpool games is going to be a game for McCart. Because, I won't be surprised if he puts McCart back in me. Because Collins is very, very unpredictable. I mean, season's nearly over now, and I still don't know what team he's going to put out. It's a weird one. Final game of the season. Get your earbuds charged to listen to the game. Yeah, definitely. There's going to be a lot of radios on, phones going, because, like I said, I think it's going to go down to the last one. Let's hope we end last game at home like we started it with Port Vale. That would be a good one. Paul, I'm up for that one, definitely. Nice time to start a scoring run. Colin McAtee. Yeah. Sean going 2-1. Is that 2-1 for Blackpool, Sean? Jed Shaw. No, Jed Shaw. What am I about? Pabs. Jed Shaw wouldn't take him to Blackpool. You could stick him on a donkey if he takes McCart. Just stick him on a donkey and see how he goes there. No, for Reds. All right, okay. So yeah, score prediction for Saturday at Blackpool. Oh, it's a tough one. Again, I say every week it feels like I do, but I think we're always going to concede at minute. I don't know. Play it safe, 2-1 to Reds. Make him kick man for the day, maybe. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll find him something to do. Thanks for joining, by the way, everybody. 11 people in. If you've not already done so, obviously, YouTube works. It don't cost you now. Just hit that subscribe button. that bell thing. Help build channel. And yeah, thanks for joining. I do appreciate it, everybody. Thank you. Leave him at home would be better. Can't we just take him and drop him off halfway? Wouldn't that be even better? I was shocked after the attack on play. Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. I think that woman can't want it. Again, in all seriousness, I hope Portsmouth fan attacking our players. I hope they get caught on CCTV, and they do need banning, in my opinion, from football. And I hope Barnsley Football Club and Portsmouth work together and find who's done that, because there's no excuse for it, no excuse at all. I mean, not even on end of the season. I didn't even go up pitch when I got into the Prem, because you know that you're not supposed to go on it. And that's why I don't go on, because once you get on the air, you're in no man's land. If all happens, you're not covered. It's your own fault. And yeah, I don't agree with it at all. I hope their police and CCTV at club finds them and bans them, because that's what they need. Life ban, yeah, definitely. It's a criminal act, isn't it? Attacking somebody, and yeah, they need bringing to justice. Points deduction for the lack of safety for the players. I think it was going to be expected when it went invading pitch anyway. If they'd have won Cossack title. I don't know. Can you blame it on club? I think fans were going to do it anyway. But even if you are going to do it, you don't attack everybody else or players. Even Pompey fans don't like him. In all seriousness, terrible display, to be honest. No need whatsoever. Yeah, spot on. Like I said, I hope he's all right, and I'm sure our club and Portsmouth will work together and find out who's done it. And yeah, they do need a lifetime ban, because it's that what. Well, not only is it illegal because it's a criminal act, but it's that type of behaviour. Blackpool. If I'm totally honest, I'm not expecting that. I just can't say a result that goes against. Like I said before, I can't see us getting out really. If I'm totally honest, against Blackpool. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I do. But no, I can't see us getting out at Blackpool. I think it's going to go down to wire. And like I say, Northampton game at Oakwell is going to be absolutely massive. But yeah, put your score predictions in chat box. Again, 16 people joining at 17. That's absolutely amazing for my channel. I can only thank you for joining, whoever you are. There might not be. I know one supporter who supports a certain club, Dark Road, and Stewart, Johnny Rovers. But all fans are welcome on this channel, as long as you keep it respectful and no swearing. I'm not bothered. Could have been a Barnsley fan that did it for Halloween. Yeah, true. Even Pompey fan. No, I've read that. Hopefully he's injured. I mean, Collins can't bring him on, but we have to blame him in game for far side of pitch. Roberts got a tattoo. Oh, I didn't know about Roberts. Again, when they're playing football, it's just bang out order, and I hope Football League comes down on them heavy as well. Not necessarily club, because like I say, it was to be expected that they're going to do that end of game to go up pitch, but they need to come down heavy on them supporters. Great channel, Andy. You'll get. Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you, Sean. Like I said, I do try. I try and keep it as natural as I can. You know, I've always said, mate, and I'll keep saying it because I do mean it. You know, I'm not the best at doing this. I don't claim to be, never will claim to be. Just something that, you know, obviously I'm passionate about Barnsley Football Club. Whether I'm right or wrong, you know, that's either here nor there. I just like saying what I feel, and another channel about Reds has got to be a good one, in my opinion. But yeah, I do waffle on. I do moan a bit. Like I say, I think Maddie calls me like Cal Pilkington, and I think I'm steadily turning into him. Every Reds channel is a boost for Reds. Exactly, it is, mate. I mean, you've got your big ones, haven't you, like Tykes TV, Barnsley on Tour, what a channel that is. Got Red all over. You know, big channels, big subscribers. I just wish I could get half a views and half a subscribers that them channels can. But I do it because I like doing videos. And like I say, everybody is welcome to join channel. Send a video in, and I'll put your video on channel. As long as there's no swearing in it, you know, honestly, I don't mind. Evening, Andy. Spare 5 minutes. A point on Saturday will be welcome. On game, absolute massive. Hey up, Dave, mate. Yeah. I mean, a point. I think, does that see us in playoffs for definite? Keep at it onwards and upwards, chalk it. Yeah, I will do, mate. You know, like I said, I do it because I enjoy doing videos on YouTube. I like going on Tykes TV as well. That's how I started. I just like doing my own thing when I can. So yeah, I'll keep at it. Like I say, we can only do what we can, can't we? But yeah, it is nice if people subscribes and, well, like your good self, Chalk, you watches every video and watches me absolutely talk absolute garbage every week. Thank you. Objects thrown at linesman earlier as well, which ref picked up. Possible Pompey fine as well. Yeah, they should be fined. Shouldn't throw stuff. Again, throwing things at sportsmen, that's out order, and that's not allowed. I mean, again, going back to when I used to be a wrestler, if somebody did that in crowd, you know, they'd get spotted and took out. Out at building, that is, not punched. They won't get me to do suplex them or whatever. But no, they need to be brought to justice. And there we go. Friday fixture, Oxford Stevenage, an interesting game for us also. Oh, and I'll be honest, I didn't know that. Yeah, it'd be interesting though about it. Whether that's because they're just investigating it, I don't know. It must be some sort of legal thing. Whether they don't want to comment on it before, you know, they can actually get the person and 100% prove what happened. I mean, they can anyway because everybody's seen it online. But I don't know. Draw be good in that for us. Yeah, the Stevenage Oxford one, Sean. Yeah, it probably will be actually. But yeah, like I said, thank you for everybody that's joined. There's been, like I said, 14 at minute. Absolutely amazing on my channel. I hope people comes back and watches me talk absolute nonsense every Thursday. Keep up the good work, Andy. I'm back at work now. Take care. See you later, mate. Thank you for joining. Much appreciated, mate. You take care. But yeah, like I said, please hit that subscribe button. Share channel on your social media. That's all I can ask. And before I go, thank you for my sponsors, Barnsley Sport. I'm sponsored by Oakwell Sandwich. We all know Oakwell Sandwich. They do nice scran. And also Chalky White, like I say, Chalky, thank you. And Chalky White's a supporter at channel. Like I say, he shares channel, contributes to the channel. I can only thank him, and much appreciated. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. That's. I hope it's been all right. I hope it's been interesting to hear me waffle on. Nice to get some sort of a guest on it, I think. So might looking. Bye bye. I can't even switch it off. Look at this. I'm struggling like a idiot here.